What is going on? Welcome back to the channel. So today I want to talk to you about Lucid, give you a quick pre-market update, what's really moving Lucid, and things that you need to keep in mind. Before we get into any of that, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up, and with that, let's get right to it. So Lucid's down 1.3% during the pre-market. You are seeing a lot of volume. So Lucid surprisingly is top 10 most heavily traded during the pre-market. So big money is trading it, and I think a lot of that has to do with Tesla's earnings, even though going into Tesla's earnings, I was rather optimistic that it was going to be like a win-win type of scenario, but clearly the market has other plans. One thing to take note of though is during the pre-market it did have a low of 301. That's going to be a key support level you really want to watch for throughout the trading day. So 301 is going to be that support. If that does fail to hold, then you'll have 286 being the next strong kind of support level. So more of a technical breakdown. Even though shorts yesterday did return between like 3 and 4 million, this is what they typically do. Whenever Lucid does get to a kind of a close support level, they double, triple down. So don't be surprised if they hit hard, cause it to break below that initially, and then they kind of just taper off. They cause damage, and then they just like, hey, it wasn't me, like whatever. But nonetheless, moral of the story for today, watch for 301. No news from Lucid, no SEC filings or anything like that. One thing I do want to share with you was this. So it's only a 15-second clip, but ultimately it's it goes to show that Lucid in some way or another is a buy.
Time for the final trade. Steven.
Lucid, I like outsized bets, and if you look at Lucid, go on Perplexity AI and say to Perplexity, list me the top 10 best bullish things about Lucid. You're going to buy the stock.
Is that what you did? Is that how you got to this?
So yeah, there you have it. So some people do clearly see it as a buy, and it's good that it's not Jim Cramer having the whole inverse type of scenario. But to be fully fair, I know I've always played devil's advocate with Lucid, but I do cover another stock on and off, and for the most part, I've kind of called them out, and that is Faraday Future. So sitting at 274 over the last 1 month, though, it is up 90.94. It is to note that they have not produced jack all. It is just a lot of optimism associated to their new brand that they are going to be, was supposed to be in May of 2025, but now got pushed back to the end. So I think one thing that Lucid really does need to work on is their marketing. And I get it. Like, they did put out news yesterday, which was fairly good. But at the end of the day, when it comes down to Lucid social media, they tend to post a lot of like, hey, look, this is a new Lucid owner, like, congratulations, which is good. But generally, this is what investors care about. So this is Faraday's one, gets more and more engagement, but yeah, they put like operational updates, and they're very active on social media. So I think that Lucid is really just missing the mark, because Lucid has gone up over the last little bit, but a company that hasn't and doesn't produce anything for the most part is up almost 91%. So I think that just Lucid is really lagging, and it is rather kind of frustrating on a side note. But this is something hopefully Lucid does work on, and analysts really push towards, or even just Mark brings up, because I know when he first came onto the scene, he said, hey, I'm going to be all about marketing and blah, blah, blah. So far, I saw, that big launch event for the Gravity, which was good, but nothing else, in my opinion. But yeah, what do I know? One thing as well to kind of take note of, though, is throughout the trading day is we have a lot of big data. So it looks like initial jobless claims is coming out in roughly 2 minutes, but this right here, all from the S&P, so the composite manufacturing services, people could be really paying attention to that because it's data from July. And so essentially that could really encumber tariffs. So people might start to freak out. And based on Trump's schedule for today, he pretty much has something at 9 a.m. and then pretty much nothing up until I think it's like 3 p.m. So he has a lot of room to pretty much complain about tariffs and how Powell hasn't really cut rates. So definitely watch for that. So this could really cause some volatility today on a side note, but let me know your thoughts. This is a quick pre-market update. Going into today, on a side note, shorts aren't doing anything during the pre-market, but 29.63% of the free float's being shorted. So moral of the story for today, just watch for that 301, and it seems to be nearing that closer and closer during the pre-market. So now it is down 1.62%. If there is some substantial changes, then I'll do a kind of a post after hours type of video, but this is kind of some things that you need to be aware of for today. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. One final thing, pop over to my Patreon if you are looking for some solid buy signals on stocks, options, crypto. Definitely worthwhile to pop over there and take a look. With all that, appreciate all of you watching.